All right, Angels, thanks for joining this week's Angel Update, and congratulations for surviving the winter storm. It was quite a week last week. We had lots of issues, lots of hurdles, lots of obstacles. You guys came through for us, though. I want to thank each and every one of you that went out and worked during that time. That was so tremendously helpful to us, especially for those clients that needed care that couldn't go without. You guys came through for us. And for the people that were willing to work but just didn't want to drive, and the folks that we picked up, thank you guys as well. I personally picked up a lot of you guys. It was a great time for me to get to connect with you guys in a way I don't normally get to. I got great feedback. We're going to talk about our survey here in a second. One of the people I rode with, she gave me some tremendous feedback. It wasn't all positive, but that was good. She answered the survey questions in an honest way, and so I was able to talk to her about that, and she gave me some helpful suggestions. So you know who you are. Thank you for that. Other caregivers, I got to pray with you guys. I got to share stories, and you guys got to tell me stories, and so it was a great time for me to connect with you guys, and I hope everyone made it out okay. I know that some people had burst pipes and maybe aren't completely out of it, and so I don't want to minimize that, but just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking with us, and those of you who helped us out. It means the world to us. Overall, you guys are going to be seeing some changes because we're trying to make this the best place to be a caregiver. That's our goal for 2021, is we want to make this the best place to be a caregiver, and so everything we're doing right now is trying to support that goal. Our survey was to help us get feedback so we can make good decisions with that. My conversations with you guys while driving around last week was kind of trying to figure out the best ways to do that. So we've got a few things that we'll talk about in this video, but I just also want to talk through the survey. So I've got the survey results here, and I thank each and every one of you that filled that out. On Monday, I will be going through and pulling the winners for that raffle. If you have not done that yet, go back and find that text message. You got to complete this link to the survey and to the assessment that we did to be able to get into that drawing. So do that if you haven't already. I'll draw those on Monday. So overall, we had more caregivers from Temple fill this out. So Temple, you guys got to get credit. You guys beat a Waco office in this survey. 68% of the responses were from Temple and 32% were from Waco. The first thing on here we asked about is, do you enjoy caregiving? It was an overwhelmingly yes response. 99.4% of everyone said they enjoy caregiving. Only one person said they don't enjoy caregiving. I know who that is, and I can understand why that's the case. So moving on to the next thing here, would you refer someone to work for? 92% of you guys said you would. But that leaves 8% that wouldn't. And so these are some of the things that we know not everyone has had the perfect experience with us, and we can't always create the perfect experience for each person, but we want to get to where we're improving and doing the best we can for each and every one of you. So 8%, while we're in the 90s, that'd be an A if we were giving ourselves a letter grade. We want to make that even higher and get that 8% even smaller of people who wouldn't refer someone here. And that's going to be the theme for a lot of these questions, is there's a small percentage of folks who maybe haven't had the best experience, but that small percentage is the one we're trying to change. Even though a lot of you guys have given us great positive feedback, we want to make it better for everyone. So another question here, do you feel that you're treated well by your supervisors? We're at 94.4% saying yes, that they are. That's not good enough for me. I want to be up 98, 99%. We're not going to make every single person happy, but we should definitely be treating almost everyone well. And you guys might not always agree with that, but in our eyes, I want everyone to be treated fairly, treated well by your supervisors. And so, the goal there for us is 100%, even if it might not always seem that way to you guys. That is certainly our goal. Does your supervisor or someone at work seem to care about you as a person? Kind of a similar question there. 93%, so 7% of you don't think that, and I hope that you know that we do. Even if we don't always show it in the best way, we really do care about you guys as people. I care about you guys as people. I pray for you guys, sometimes by name, but often as a group, and so I do certainly care, and I know many of our managers care in that same way. If you're given a chance to reapply to your current job, would you? This is a little bit lower score. We got 88% saying yes, and 12% of you guys saying you wouldn't reapply to your current job. So that to me is one of the lower scores, and really want to try and turn that around. And so hopefully some of the changes that we're making, some of the things that we're going to be implementing can really turn that around and have you guys think of this as a place that you would want to reapply to. The next question was, got a lot of different responses. What is the most important thing to you about your job? There were options on there about pay and getting enough hours and feeling valued. The biggest thing on here was 50% of you said making a difference was the most important thing to you. There was about 12 to 15% of you that said something similar, but in your own words. 23% of you said flexible schedules are the most important thing to you. 8% of you guys said feeling valued by my employer is the most important thing to you. And pay was a very small thing on this list. It was only at 3% as the most important thing. And so that, while it's not maybe the most important thing, we still know it's important, and we want to try and continue to improve that for you guys. We're working towards some things there, and so I'll come back around at the end of the video. But overall, that's so meaningful to me. The fact that 50% of you care most about making a difference than anything else in this job, that's a testament to who you guys are and just what it means to be a caregiver. So that's an awesome response. Do you see yourself working here 1 year from now? Almost the same as would you reapply. 12% said no, 88% said yes. So again, we want to continue to make those numbers look better. Do you believe the company operates authentically with honesty and integrity? We got 91% and 9% saying no. So that's 9% is, again, it's much too low of a number there for us. We're shooting for 100% in this category. Now you guys might not always think that, and you might think that we have other information, that we're doing things with the wrong intentions, but ultimately we are trying to operate always with honesty and integrity. And this is something where if you guys don't feel like that's the case, I want you to escalate that issue, because this, if nothing else, is what I want Visiting Angels to be about, is having a great character, great integrity, great honesty at Visiting Angels. Rate the Angel Update videos. So I don't know how you feel about these, you that are watching right now, but for the 160 responses we got, 73% gave it a 4 or 5. So 73% felt good. If I was to give myself a letter grade, that's only a C, so I don't know how I feel about that. But more of you like them than don't like them, so I guess that's a good sign. If you guys ever have feedback about how we can make those videos better, I'd love to hear that as well. Do the managers treat you with respect? 72.5 said yes always, 13.8 said yes most of the time, 12.5 said depends on who I talk to, and then less than 1% said no, not often, or no, never. And so again, that 12.5%, we want to really get that up. We want as many of those responses to be yes always, but certainly never no. And so want to make sure that we can improve on that one as well. Do you feel valued by the management team? Again, 88% yes, 12% no. So that's probably very similar to some of those other responses, and maybe for the same reasons. Do you receive appropriate information and care plan notes on the clients you're assigned to? So we had 49.4% say yes, 35% said the notes are okay, and then a good majority said unsure or no, they're not very consistent. So that was about 8% each there for those last two responses. And that's something we really want to address. We're doing a push in the office to make sure we're updating those notes, and we really depend on you guys to do that as well. As soon as you find out something is not consistent with the notes you receive, please call us. We're not out there all the time. We don't get the opportunity to update those notes as much as you guys would be able to. So please call us and let us know if there's something that needs to be updated. The last thing on here, do you want more hours with Visiting Angels? We had 34.4% of you say yes, I want more hours. Now for the folks that are already in overtime, that might not always be something we can offer, but if you don't have 40 hours and you want more hours, there is no reason why you shouldn't have more hours. We are always looking for people to take on more work. Some of you might have really specific availability that might make that tough, but always call us. We go through our list of like 200 caregivers for each office to try and figure out who can go to different assignments. So if you want work and you call us and tell us you want work, we will figure out some way to get you on work if we can fit it into your availability. So please, please, please do that. So anyways, great response from the survey, really helpful information. One of the things that we talk about a lot is, well, well, I've talked a lot about with several caregivers over the past couple of weeks is benefits. And so, we have some benefits in getting to work flexible schedules, and we have bonuses and raffles here and there. But one thing I don't have is a monthly bonus. And so that's something we are going to implement. It's going to be a $100 monthly bonus. And so we feel like that's a really great potential monthly bonus there for you guys. We're doing this for the next 3 months to see how it goes. You guys have helped us come out of a tough winter storm, helping us get out of COVID, where our office is growing in both locations. And so because of that, we're going to implement this $100 monthly bonus. And so some of you might want more money for his health insurance, or some of you might want more money to be able to take time off without it affecting your bills. And so in some way this benefit is designed to give you the money, and you get to decide kind of where you'd want to put that towards. So $100 a month, you have to work 30 hours per week average for the month to qualify for that. And then the only thing that would disqualify you is a call out within 24 hours. And I'm going to attach a little white paper to this video that's going to explain just a little bit in writing about that bonus. It's going to happen for the next 3 months. You have to average 30 hours, and you cannot have any call outs within 24 hours in order to qualify for that. So within 24 hours, the reason that we have that cutoff there is it's really hard for us the day of when you guys call out, or when we're on call and it's just us by ourselves and we're trying to staff something for the next day, and it's harder to get people on the phones at night. We really want advance notice for any call outs, whether it be an excused or something that comes up last minute that you can't control. We want to have as much notice as we possibly can. It's not going to be a perfect system, but it's what we want so that we can do the best job making sure our clients have a caregiver that has the skills needed to do the job. And so the more notice we have, the better, and that's why we're asking for at least 24 hours to be able to qualify for this bonus. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a great thing for you guys. A lot of you, when I was pulling the reports, a lot of you should qualify for that. If you don't, if you're just short of those hours or you want to get more hours, call us. We can definitely try and get you above those 30 hours so you can qualify for this $100 monthly bonus. But that's all I've got for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll get you next time.
Visiting Angels, America's Choice in Home Care.